Yo!
Hey!
Hey!
What up? We're here.
Welcome.
We
We're
made
here,
it.
finally. Sorry about that. Shit happens. It was tied up at a veterinary hospital and everything's cool, but
Good.
everything's good. Episode 38 creeping in on 40. What is 40? Silver? Is that like the silver anniversary? Do we have to get, maybe we all have to buy like that Iron Man or something like that for
Which Iron Man?
Which
one?
The chrome
which
one.
silver Iron Man?
Well, we'll get into
Which
it.
chrome Iron Man?
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
The one with the red stripe, the one with the orange stripe, the one with the blue, the one with the see-through one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, look, there are people here. There are 17 people.
Yeah.
Here. What's going on, guys?
It's great because they're talking about the modern theater experience. And I just wanted to take a quick second just to be like, so I saw Thor last night, and the guy behind me was definitely doing his best dad jokes the entire time, and also recounting every scene as it happened, almost as if to help himself understand how what was going on, which was really, let me tell you, helping the movie for the rest of us. So yes, I understand the people that want to just wait till it's at home.
Yeah, that's my wife, man. Like, she likes these movies, but I cannot get her to go out on the first night. I literally went by myself yesterday at 4:00 in the afternoon because I knew I wasn't going to get there at 7.
That's a good time. Probably
it was great. It wasn't crazy at all. I mean, I could have moved around. I had a decent seat sort of in the middle. It was that was a good audience. It was quiet. So yeah, but I know what you mean, man. There's always somebody, and then there's always some kid in front of me with his phone on, like, the whole time. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's like he's telling everybody he's at the movies. It's like, dude, just fucking watch the movie and then tell him afterwards. I mean,
Now, not saying that I don't understand during the specific movie, but I went to go see the RoboCop reboot, which again, not a fantastic film. It was fun, whatever. But the kid next to me was on Instagram the whole time, and I'm like, look, I get it. It might not be the most engaging thing, but who knows? Maybe it'll come back around. But I also paid. I was living in SoCal all the time, and the ticket prices were like $25. I'm like, I paid $25 to sit here in a dark room and watch this. I don't want to sit here and watch you, like, I don't know, DM girls that you find on Instagram or whatever you're doing. But,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, or leave. You know what I mean? Just like just leave. I mean, maybe there was somebody that doesn't want to leave. I don't know. I get really irritated. We were watching. Remember The Game with Michael Douglas? Do you ever see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I
love that movie when it came out.
Oh god, that movie.
Is it really bad?
We're in the theater, and everything was just so contrived, and I'm like, oh my god, is he really going to do this? Like, or it was just like every turn was like, what are these people stupid? Come on, why would you do that? It wasn't a good date because I was miserable, man. I'm like, this movie sucks. I should have just sucked it up, but I didn't really care anyway. So, so my experience was good. We won't go into spoilers or anything, obviously, because it's day one, but
just came out.
I was meh. I kind of was like, along with the, I guess, Rotten Tomatoes audience from what I hear. I haven't even checked it out. But
I think the Rotten Tomatoes score nailed it. Like, what did they give it, a 74 or something? I'm like, that's a perfect, which is a good score. Like, 74 is good. It's not 98, which is what Ragnarok was.
Yeah,
but I thought it
probably
lived up to a 74.
Low 70s.
For me.
Wait, is it true that they killed off Thor?
We're not talking about anything.
There's no
spoiler specific.
I thought he dies. I thought Thor, like, he's just dead. That's what I thought.
You should see the movie.
Get that hot toy now, man.
Yep.
The last one there's going to be. The last.
Yeah, I'm in.
Thor. You're in.
Because he died. That Thor.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, hang on. This is the best. This is the best. I took a girl to see a movie. I took a girl to see Hellraiser 2. I just like that. Like that's a hot date, Matthew. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, it's got to be the right kind of girl. I did date a girl who probably would have enjoyed that very much, but it's not for everybody.
True, very true.
It's not for everybody. All right, who we got here? We got Matthew.
We got Elliot. We have Sabrina. We have Angel. Win or lose.
Tom guy. Frail's here.
Alberto.
Steve
Jordan.
Morrow. What's going on, man? Jordan.
It's a giant crowd.
This is
Yep,
awesome.
Dork Layer as
It is.
well. Yeah.
Nate, what's up,
Awesome.
Nate? What's up, Bill?
Oh shit, Nate. Yeah. That's all.
Nice.
Wait,
Jordan's
wait,
here.
Elliot. Are there more than one Minions movies? I thought this new one. Wait, not counting
out
the
now?
Despicable Me is different than the. I know the Minions are from that, but there was a legit
Mhm.
Minions movie, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a Minions movie out now. Is that a Minion
Yes.
movie or is that a Despicable Me movie? So is it a
I
sequel
think it's
to
a
the
Minions
other?
movie. I don't know how those work, man. I saw
Neither do I.
Despicable Me, and that was it. I
I saw
never
the first two, and I
ventured
was like,
any further than that.
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Shit, Richie's here too.
He's like, I love reviews lately start with it wasn't perfect, but what is? Yeah, that I could go down a whole road with that, but I won't because we got a lot of shit to talk about. So,
Do.
But speaking of Kenobi that Nate brought up, I did want to bring this up. Did you guys see the? Has nothing to do with 1/6 really, except that we are expecting some 1/6 figures at some point from this show.
I have some
besides
prediction
one
for
that we're going to talk
SCC about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. There's an Obi-Wan edit that this guy Kai Patterson did. So he took the entire series, edited it down to a 2.5-hour movie, and
Ooh.
I watched the first, I want to say 40 minutes of it, and it's really good with some minor exceptions of just like some quick cuts that but he cut out. So, for example, and these are spoilers for Kenobi if you haven't seen this. The opening scene with the younglings, right? The thing where you see the person who's like, "Oh, that's Reva."
Yep.
That should have been a running secret. Like it should have been a little less obvious. So he cuts that whole part out, and you don't miss it at all.
Yeah.
Just the way he edits, like the Jedi that was looking for Kenobi, he encounters Kenobi first in the desert, then he tells him to go away, then they see him in the cantina, and they cut to her just doing this and not having second brother stop her, and then you see him hung with the hat. It's much more effective. I mean, right off the bat, it's like just cutting out a lot of the crap that wasn't necessary, and so far it's great, and people say it's really well done. So looking forward.
I feel like a lot of the Disney Plus shows so far have been movie ideas stretched to be a 6-episode series, which is the problem.
Cannot wait till
6 episodes is so short. Like, how are you stretching stuff? Like, there shouldn't be. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, it seems like they're afraid to do an episode where it's just character growth or some kind of introspective thing. There's always got to be an action scene, and that's not how a movie would work. Every half an hour, there's some sort of action. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This week's Miss Marvel was all character introspection and character growth.
I loved this episode.
Yeah,
loved it.
Great. But that's all it was, right? They're like, really, I had to wait a day to see it, and I was worried about spoilers, and there were no spoilers. And after I watched it, I'm like, oh, I understand why there was no spoilers, because nothing happens in it to spoil, because all of it is character building, and it helps out a lot.
And it was compelling as hell, man. It was really, really well done. I wish and hope that they'll take something from that. I can watch the whole thing without having to have, superhero-y stuff happen all the time. It did. Yeah. It happened. And
it did. Yeah.
They kind of built up. It was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It was telegraphed beforehand as to you knew what was going to happen at some point during the episode. So you're kind of waiting for that, anticipating that. But other than that, not a lot of people jumping around in costumes and stuff, and it was fucking great, man. This all of Miss Marvel so far, better than Thor so far. So anyway, so if you want to see that, it's Kai Pattersonfilms.com, KaiPattersonFilms.com/Kenobi. You can download it. He had like 3 or 4 links. I tried the first 3. Well, I tried the first one, and the file that came down says you cannot download this rights, whatever. So get it while you can, because I have a feeling that they've come after some of the other edits. Yeah. So, all right, boys. Before we get into this, what are we drinking tonight? TJ, what do you got?
Oh, I'm really excited to show.
Do it. Of course, Light. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Brought back the classics.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, there it is. What does it say? Chill on the side?
I don't know. It says I'm happy on the side. I don't know.
Okay.
As long as you're happy. As long as you're happy,
Happy.
man. It's fucking awful beer. Tom, what do you got?
I went back to a well already because I didn't have a chance to run to the store, so I brought back this Fish Don't Exist when we did the Multiverse of Madness. I had a can left of this in the fridge, which I really like.
Allow
It's
it.
way better than that pale ale thing that I had last time.
Oh yeah, the what was that? The
It was
what was
a
that?
hazy
Stout?
pale,
Like a pale
ale or
stout?
something.
Oh,
It was
thought
like
was a
I
stout.
forget what it was. It was too much. Like I didn't care for
Okay.
it. But yeah, I got that, and then I also brought in another IPA for after I
Nice.
finish this one, which is going to happen in a couple seconds probably.
There you go. What's up, Richie? I picked up. This is pretty good, man. This was just a poll, but it's Decadent. I'm assuming I can't read that word, but brewery, I guess. Ectoplasmic Orange.
Ooh, I like the look of that.
And it's a double pale ale with orange and what the fuck is this? I don't know. Something tangerines, orange and tangerines. Which again, I don't know why I keep picking up these fruit beers because they're not like my favorite thing, but this is pretty good. It's very subtle. So
it looks good. That's good labeling too, which I always appreciate.
Yeah, it's got a really cool label. I love this little wackiness going on there. Some melting, I don't know. Very Picasso like. All right, what else? Did you guys pick anything up?
Picked a lot of things up.
I
Did
ordered
you?
something. Oh, I know what I ordered.
What'd you order? Pre-order?
The Demogorgon. After season 4 wound up, I'm like, I need a Demogorgon, so I ordered the 3-0.
Oh, did you really?
Demogorgon.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's 3-0. It's 1/6 scale.
Oh, 3-0. Right. Oh, that's right. It's
So
the 6 scale.
I want to get 11 now to go with the Demogorgon. So once she drops, I'll probably get her as well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, man. I don't know. I don't know if 11 looks good enough. 3-0 has bitten me way too many times, and I'm very, very gun shy with 3-0 at this point.
I think she looks better than the other 2 kids that they've shown so far.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the production looks as good. All I know is that I know the Demogorgon looks good because Elliot has it, and I've seen him shoot the Demogorgon before. So like I'm already confident that figure is going to be exactly what I think want,
that's for representation, 11 and the Demogorgon would be great on the shelf. I don't
probably
need
get
everybody
Vecna.
in that show.
If they do Vecna, I'll get Vecna too because I really like that horrific look that they did for him, and that will be really cool. So we'll see.
Yeah, this season has been amazing, man, or was amazing. It was really, really good. Probably one of the best.
More articulated than he was seen. That's exciting because he doesn't look that articulated.
Yeah. TJ, did you pick anything up? Get anything in? Or
no, I just got Spider-Verse Miles, and I got 2 of the Coruscant Clone Troopers because I had an Ahsoka shot. Ahsoka's coming. Moff Gideon is coming.
Awesome.
And I think that's it.
Those are all coming. You haven't gotten them yet.
I have the Troopers, and I have Spider-Verse Miles.
Gotcha. Yeah, my DX-19 has supposedly finally hit the shores from Tim Sent. Took a little while. Second batch. I guess I must have done the cheap shipping. I'm not sure. It's FedEx now, but like it takes a while to get to FedEx, so it's been a couple weeks. Did get Bilbo in. Bilbo looks pretty good, man.
Forgot that was out
in person.
How's the second head?
You know what? It's actually better than I expected. I mean, it's still a wacky choice, but the eyes look pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just such a it was a split-second scene. I would have rather had like a smiling face on this one or something else, something like that. But
it's a weird face because I never saw Bilbo look like that. Like I really don't feel like he ever has a stern look.
Yeah, he looks very pensive. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the pensive one that you have. It kind of looks like the other Bagginses are banging on his door, asking for stuff, and he's like, no, just don't let him know I'm here.
It's kind of the scene where he's talking to Gandalf and he's got the ring with him, and Gandalf keeps telling him to leave the ring, and he's kind of looking at him like, why should I? But it's not really the majority of Bilbo's scenes were like that. So, but it's good. I mean, again, Asmus, kills the clothes. Azimuth kills the clothes, and the sculpt is good on this one, so happy with that. All right. What is that? The large what? The large Marge.
Large Marge from Pee-wee's Playhouse or Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Right.
Is that right? Or is that Goonies? I don't remember.
No.
All that stuff blending together.
Oh, Large Marge is. No, Large Marge was Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. I thought it was Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Great Adventure, Big Adventure. I don't know. It's been so long since I watched that movie.
Yeah, it's his face from the South.
That movie freaked me out when I was a kid. I gotta say.
What? What was
Pee-wee?
that?
Pee-wee?
Oh yeah,
Pee-wee. When I was a
Pee-wee.
kid.
Yeah.
That movie was terrifying for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Too, man.
Oh, I like the show.
All right. Yeah.
That's right. Tell Large Marge said, yeah.
All right. We got news. So let's get into some news.
Dive in.
News. Put this up here. You know, I don't have this. I don't have our little background jingle going on there. There we go.
This whole show is a wash then. We don't have the jingle. Cancel it. We're done.
Got to start all over again. We keep getting. I've got the rights for the song at the front, just that little drive music that's at the front, and I keep getting a copyright strike with this
really
stuff. Yeah,
that little like the
I protest it, whatever it is, contest it, and put up the license, and then it's like, oh, it's fine, you know, everything's good. But I'm like, I told you, I'm using this as an intro for whatever. I don't know.
That's bizarre. It's not even like a song that I would imagine. Huh.
No, it's on like Envato, you know, where you can get the WordPress themes and things like that.
Right,
it's just
right.
It's just a piece of music that you use for this kind of stuff, and you say what you're using it for, and you whatever. Anyway, boring people. All right, let's move on to some news here. All right, so speaking of Kenobi again, Purge Trooper. I've got these all out of order, and I don't even have the price for this one. Anybody get the price on this one?
No, but I can
look it up.
Search it in the background.
It's the one I didn't put down. Yeah, I mean, what do these guys have? Like about 30 seconds in the Kenobi show, basically.
Yeah, about
Probably
that.
less.
But it's a trooper, and I have to say, it's pretty cool looking. I think I'm hooked on this one. What do you think, TJ?
It looks cool, but if I were to get this kind of trooper, I go with the Death Troopers, which I still don't have.
$235. Thank you, Matthew. You don't have the Death Troopers?
No, I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
So is this? Are you saying this is?
Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it? Nope. Yes.
Okay.
They made.
Tom, how about yourself?
No, it's not for me. I think it looks really cool, but I'm trying to not buy a ton of troopers because I did myself in by going into the First Order troopers when the sequel trilogy looked to be like it was going to be amazing, and then I got burned real bad. So I'm not buying troopers, even though I love the troopers.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been like picking up like the different specialty troopers left and right, not the mustard yellow, whatever the hell that was from Mandalorian and
the
I did get the flame. Did I get the flame trooper? I think I did.
Oh no, I know which one you're talking about. That's
what was his? That was the
yellow one. I don't remember what his deal was.
Some sort of gunner.
Yeah, because the red was the flame.
This is something I didn't need. I just didn't need it.
Yeah.
But this guy, I mean, as little as they were in there, and as much as I hate, like, hey, there's this other stormtrooper that we have for just this one occasion, and I know that they're with the Inquisitors and stuff, but like, why can't they just use regular stormtroopers? They got to be color coordinated.
I was staring at this
really?
all day today, this Toys Wonderland deal on troopers, and let me tell you, I had like 3 in my cart at a time, and I'm like, I got up to $400, and I'm like, but it's 3 figures.
Wow. What troopers were on sale?
A lot of them, actually. The tank trooper, the shore troopers, so many. They have a ridiculous sales. You just got to account in for the fact that it's an extra $100 shipping. But if you buy enough troopers, it kind of balances out in a way. So yeah.
Yeah, and you're not paying tax on them and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I won't go into my Toys Wonderland story tonight, because I haven't had anything bad issues in that, and this was kind of my stupidity. But I don't know. Maybe if I have more to drink, I'll get into it towards the end. We'll see. Just my first time with them, where I was like, oh, okay, now I see what the fucking bullshit is about. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
See,
how it works
I've
out.
ordered from them a bunch of times and have yet to have a problem. So I guess I'm just waiting to have a problem to stop ordering from them.
Yeah, I did something stupid for a real stupid reason, to save a very small amount of money, and it just caused problems, and now it's become a big pain in the ass. So that's mostly on them, partially on me for even considering it in the first place, but whatever. Okay, so 235 for this guy.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Haven't pre-ordered it yet, but it's probably one of those things that I won't pre-order, and I'll just wait till it comes out and see what it looks like. And
should we expect more stormtroopers from this series? Because they're in the background of this figure.
Regular troops?
Yeah, regular.
I mean, they never pass up an opportunity to sell stormtroopers.
I'm
Sure, I think they're so saturated now, right? I mean, with the Mandalorian and...
Well, I was kind of expecting to see them released from the Mandalorian show because they were there.
Well, they had the Remnant Troopers.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about just like the regular guys towards the end of season 2. Yeah, the cleaner guys.
We didn't.
I would say we'll probably see it eventually.
We didn't. Yeah.
I feel like
wait till season 3. Is that where we're at? Season 3 next year? I would say I bet around season 3 time we'll end up seeing it. What was that?
Trevor worked with the Mafia. Speaking of which, we lost both Sonny and Frank.
I didn't know James Caan was in The Godfather because I was like, that man is not Italian. I never once in my life thought he was Italian. So how did they pull off him being Italian?
And what's his name from Sopranos?
Yeah, that was heartbreaking today.
Yeah.
Wait, who from The Sopranos?
I'm blanking because I got so many other things on my mind.
The chat will remind us.
All right.
Yeah, I can't. Paulie Walnuts.
Really?
Yeah, Paulie Walnuts. He was like 80.
I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah,
80 something. He was like over 80. I think he was like 82.
I thought he was like 80.
No,
yeah.
Tom hasn't watched Godfather yet, nor is he going to watch The Godfather. It looks too boring.
Yeah, no.
Please.
Tom has to watch The Godfather. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Is there a supercut on YouTube?
You've had 2 weeks.
By Gen Z? Because I'll watch that.
Yeah.
I'm going to Comic-Con in a week. Please, I'm not going to sit there and watch like, I don't know, three-hour movies.
You don't have to watch 3-hour movies. Just watch the first one, and then anytime you want, you can watch the second one, and then you don't have to watch the third one.
Was the first one 3 hours?
No, they didn't make 3-hour movies back then.
I thought those movies were like
it was
really
like 2
long.
hours.
Okay. So it just feels like it's 3 hours.
No, that's not. It's 3 hours.
We can move
Lots
on.
of character building, Tom. It's really good. There's a character named Tom. You'd like him. All right, so that's that. All right, now we're gonna get into kind of the crux of our. Do you think it looks cool?
I do think this one was my like. I guess if I had to pick one out of the 3 that I thought like looked the coolest, I thought this was
Really?
But I don't need it. No.
You're the first person I've heard say that.
I thought it looked cool. It's not anything I'd buy, but
immediately when I first saw it, I was like, oh. And then I thought it was like holographic, like the other holographic one, where it was going to be all transparent. And I thought, oh, that's no, it's just the chest is transparent. I think the rest of
the bicep is too. You can see his inner workings on his bicep and his thigh pieces. So he has pieces throughout that are translucent.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that an Iron Man figure was going to come. I mean, it had to happen. Yeah, I mean, this Listerine color though is just bizarre.
It's a bizarre color. I know. Why not do the stealth blue? I don't get it.
Yeah, they've done a stealth one before, but I would, even a darker blue or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but they haven't done it's Iron Man, right? They haven't done the stealth in this armor type. That would be something that someone would want to buy, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's true.
I had the Stealth Mark 7, which I would have added to my Toy Fair lineup behind me, but I sold it like a while back because I was just like, I don't need another Iron Man. I got so many at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the reason that I, with some of these things, I mean, I got sucked into the first neon one, the blue one, and basically I took some pictures and sold it. But they don't have any basis in anything, you know what I mean? And I get it. They sell like crazy on the Asian market, and then there's a bunch of just Iron Man fanatics who will buy anything. Apparently, they don't make them if they're not going to sell them, so that they know they're going to sell. It's the reason that I like one of the upcoming ones, the Boba Fett one. We'll get into it, but there's just, what is this? You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I don't know. It's just an excuse to make an Iron Man a different color. I don't know. What do you think, TJ?
Yeah. No, this falls into the I'll never buy 1/6 scale figure that is not based on anything from like a movie, a comic.
Okay, I didn't know that
anything.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah,
so it's a nope.
Can I? Oh, okay.
Nope. Thank you.
It looks cool. It's nice that there's people that collect it, but not based on anything.
Yeah, it's for somebody. It's not for us, but it's for somebody, and that's fine.
It's for the Iron Man collector.
It's for somebody who's bought all the other Toy Fair exclusives, the other 30 Iron Man Toy Fair exclusives, which we'll get into. Yep, always expect an Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what's funny? I saw this Iron Man because this is the first one that they posted, and I got really excited, not because of this Iron Man, just because I was like, ooh, Toy Fair exclusive reveals. Usually an Iron Man in like a weird paint way, just kind of like ushers in. There's going to be some cool stuff coming that never came. But
boy, were we wrong.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I'm not again, like we said, this is for somebody. I have not seen a lot of people saying that they're gonna buy this thing. But I know there's an audience out there. They wouldn't make them if there wasn't an audience out there. So
there are Iron
Man
you
people,
completionists, and good for them. Yeah, because like,
holy
people. Crap, that must be an incredible collection of just all Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's
all right. Number 2. So we're all a nope on this one. Number 2, Neo. From what is this? Resurrection? Is this what this was? Resurrection, which I did not see.
Yeah, you don't need
to. Just lost all interest in Matrix after the second movie. But this is another one where I've seen a lot of shows, people talking about this, and I'm seeing a lot of my least favorite comment by anybody in 1/6, and you see it literally every time somebody, Hot Toys announces something. This looks nothing like Keanu Reeves, and I think this is a really good sculpt. Is it 100%? No, but I think it's a really good Keanu Reeves sculpt. I think that's an older Keanu Reeves right there. I think it looks really good.
It actually looks like him from Cyberpunk. If they want to reuse this as Johnny, whatever his name is in that, Silverhands or something, it would be perfect to use for both. Or did they? They didn't do that figure, right? No, I don't think so.
No, somebody did in 12th scale, but not 6th scale.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Jordan, you missed the Listerine Man talk. I mean, we basically said it looks like Listerine. It's for somebody, just not for us. This is not for me because I have no attachment to this movie, but I don't think this is a bad looking figure.
No, and I was excited to see a new figure. Like, this is not a repaint of anything. This is a new figure.
Right. It's just not like the first Neo colored red or something like that. So, I mean, again, this is for someone.
Yep.
It is not for me. TJ, is it for you?
I'm kind of into it. I'd like to see how much it costs, though. It's so light on accessories. Like, if it was $285, I think I'd be a little pissed off.
Yeah, there isn't much with it.
But they're going to go for that price point because it's exclusive.
Which I was going to say, which you would think would be, in the old days, this would be a $235 figure. But those days are gone. So this is probably, in the 270
I don't know.
range or something.
Look at that cardboard backdrop. That could be worth $285.
Oh, I didn't even see the cardboard backdrop.
You get the cardboard backdrop and a plastic sheet with waveforms.
With ripples. I know.
Yep.
There was a lot of fun made of that.
How is he going to do it?
It's not gonna look like this when you put it up. I mean, obviously,
no, that's edited.
Photoshop the fuck.
That's Photoshop.
But I could still, for photographs, you could still fudge that and make it work. I don't know if I'd ever put it up with the figure in a shelf, but I mean, if you look at it, I don't know what else you do with this. Like except for that pose, every pose is basically it's the same thing. It's basically it's either a fist or a hand out. So I mean, it's pretty much all he does. Yeah.
I considered it only for a second head for my John Wick, to be perfectly honest, for like a good 30 seconds when this dropped. I'm like, oh, I could maybe get this for a John Wick. I'm like, am I really going to spend $200 something just for a head? Probably not.
Would this work for John Wick then?
Yeah, why not? He has tousled hair. It's just Keanu's head. It's, it happens.
Okay. I didn't know if the hair length was different or anything like that.
His hair length changes in John Wick because as time goes on, it gets longer because he's kind of on the run for some of it. So it's longer in the later films.
Yeah, there you go. Put a guitar in his hand and playing checkers with the cities. There you go. That's true. What is it? Forgot to mention that Hot Toys Cad Bane from the Book of Boba Fett hat is actually accurate. Yeah. He gets a smaller brimmed hat in the Bad Batch. True. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised though that they gave him what's the droid's name?
BD something.
No.
It's not Scuttlebutt because that's Better Ray Bill's robot.
Okay. I'm batting 1,000 tonight. It's been a rough night, but anyway,
it's been a long week, short week.
Yeah, and the ankle jet pack things from Clone Wars, but they didn't give him a second wider brimmed hat. That would have been kind of cool. But third party, you'll get that for sure. Some people make that. All right, so Neo is a possibility for TJ at least.
It's a maybe.
I don't know.
Toto 360 is his name. Yep, there you go.
Toto, thank you. Yep,
Toto. Yeah.
This in comparison to the Iron Man is why I like this. This, while I didn't read this story, at least it has a basis in something, and it's not just, hey, let's paint Boba Fett chrome black and sell it. Which I'm sure is also coming, or some other color. But it's got a basis in stupid or not, I don't know. I didn't read the story for the reason behind it, but I think it looks pretty cool, man. This is what I pre-ordered from Toys Wonderland. This is where the problem is lying, but I dig it. I kind of like it. I mean, the other thing is, besides the animated Boba Fett, which is now astronomical, and I just don't feel yet like pulling the trigger on it. It's the only Boba Fett. That's the only Boba Fett I don't have at this point.
Right, you're all in Boba.
Accident. Like, it's not like I was purposely collecting Boba Fett, but I ended up with everything. No
one believes you, but sure.
Yeah. No, I did. Just ended up. I don't have the Sideshow Mythos one. I don't think that. I'm not counting that one as. Although I do count the Sideshow, the white one, the pre-production one. But so I guess that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I dig it. What do you guys think about this?
I'm into it.
I like it.
Yeah. Ordering?
I saw it a little late. By the time I saw it, it was all sold out everywhere I looked.
This is one, like what they did with, I think this happened with Anakin. There was rumors that there was like 300 of them, and I don't know if it happened before Anakin. It probably did with another one, but there's a bunch that are produced now, and they're sold at. I think it happened with the Sith Trooper too. When I went to SDCC, you could get the Sith Trooper right there at Sideshow's booth. and I think you could order it quickly, probably through the HK dealers and stuff beforehand, and then they sold out, and then everybody could order it, and you wouldn't get it for another like 6 or 7 months or something like that. So if you didn't get it now, it's going to be on Sideshow. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be on Sideshow's con event that's happening in the next couple weeks. So you'll be able to get it. You're just going to wait a little longer, and
that's fine. It's not something I want right away. It's just something I would like to have in the collection and shoot.
Yeah.
No rush.
Yeah. That's what I should have done. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I
like
like
the
the Trident.
posing. Is really cool. Yeah,
Really good posing on this, man.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it doesn't have the fat suit. Somebody mentioned that somewhere along the line, because those knees bent like that, that's not easy to do with that fat suit in there.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if they're getting wise to that, or they just pulled it out for the shots. Who knows? Yeah, I like it. Again, sparse. The base is nice though. The base with the holographic Iron Man is nice too. It's like a crystal clear disc. It's pretty cool. But
aren't those
nice.
Django's guns?
Yeah. So what?
Right?
So
Yeah,
what
if
he
you
did
read
was,
what Oilers said, he called himself Django when he was like this to kind of like, because he didn't want people to know that he was Boba Fett.
It was Boba Fett, right?
Yep, I'm into this. I'm in.
Yep. Me too. In.
I think it's Brad.
Now, we don't know what the price of this is, but sorry, go ahead, Don.
Oh no, I was just saying I think it's really rad. I just have enough Boba Fetts at this time with the 3 I have, so I'm good. I'm
gonna guess this is in the 250, 260 range. Same with Neo, probably, because I saw it on Toys Wonderland. The second batch was like I want to say it was like 218 or something like that. But of course, that then they're with the shipping that they tack on, it's going to be 285, which usually comes out to what you're paying minus tax from Sideshow. So I'm going to say it's maybe in the 250 range or something.
I feel like this might hit like over between 285 to like 305 Sideshow.
Could be right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for 285 on Sideshow, probably just because they love upcharging for exclusives, because just for the sole fact they're exclusives.
True enough. There really is not a lot with this, though.
No.
And I don't know what some of the prices on. Yeah. It's really nothing more than a Boba Fett comes with, really, though.
Right, which is already regular Boba Fett on Sideshow is already 245. So if you add on the exclusive thing to it, maybe 265.
Exclusive tax. Yeah, I'm thinking in the 260 range, somewhere in there. Yeah, it does look very cool. All right. So I mean, out of these 3, we're basically TJ. You might get 2.
Yeah.
Tom, you might get 1. You might pick this up, Tom, or you just don't need it. You're done with Boba Fett.
No, I'm not. This is the first Toy Fair since I really got into Hot Toys heavy, and I'm not getting anything.
Wow. So far, I mean, we'll have to see what's coming out.
I mean, what are they going to come out with a random 4th figure that I'm going to need to get? That would be cool. I like Richie's idea with a different visor. Like a red visor would look kind of sick.
Yeah, that really would, actually. Would. The prototype Boba is what I was talking about before. Jordan's definitely getting him. Yeah, it looks cool, man. I think this is pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, and with a Tamara Morrison sculpt on it would look pretty cool too. People were talking about I was on Dorkler's show yesterday, and he was thinking about how cool it would be to kit bash some mix and match some Boba Fett parts onto this, you know what I mean? Or take parts from this and mix it onto other Boba Fetts and stuff. And he's a master of that with Mythic Legions, man. He does some great shit, so I'd like to see what he can do with it.
I feel like Mythic Legions lends itself more to that, though, than Hot Toys, because Hot Toys typically...
Well, that's what I said to him. I'm like, really? You're going to start popping and swapping Hot Toys now at this point? Like, come on, man. It's like a $30 figure or a $230 figure for...
That's brave, and I respect it. I respect the hell out of that.
So do I. Mm-hmm. That's what I told him. That's pretty good. All right. moving on from Hot Toys, I think that's pretty much it for Hot Toys. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Not that's come out since we talked last. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, we did have some releases. We had the Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper and the Speeder. Looks good. The Zombie Cap. I'm sorry, Zombie Iron Man.
Zombie Iron Man.
I'm really thinking about like how cool it would be to have the Zombie Iron
Zombie
Man,
Doctor Strange, and then you can get Zombie Deadpool if you want.
And if they came out with the cap, which they teased,
I want that cap. Yeah, they're doing a Marvel Zombie show, so there's a good chance you're going to get a whole bunch of Marvel Zombies soon.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just thinking that any one of these things is probably going to be. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like it's such a niche thing. Like, will they go up in price because a lot of people didn't order them and they weren't a big run, or is it just like, yeah, you'll always be able to get them at a decent price because they're just nobody really cares about them.
The Zombie Iron Man was on my definite list when the day they showed the pictures, and then I remember talking with Elliot about it like the day they showed the price. That I instantly was like, I think I'm out. I don't think I'm going to get it anymore because it was over $400, and I was like, I don't know. I don't think so.
So you're not doing it?
No,
I love that thing, man, but I just can't.
I do too. I think it's great.
I can't justify it.
I know.
It doesn't fit in with anything else that I have. Like, it would be alone. It would have to be alone on the shelf because it's fucking huge. But all those parts, like you said on the show, like just all the arms and stuff, which would be amazing for photography.
Oh, you're talking to Doctor Strange? No, Doctor Strange is definitely getting.
Oh, what were you talking about? I thought you were talking about Doctor Strange.
Iron Man.
Zombie Iron Man is what I was talking about.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You are getting Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yes. Iron Man, no.
Yeah.
Though I want both, to be perfectly honest with you.
Gotcha. I can't wait to see that, Bill. It's gonna be cool. All right, Susu Toys.
Killing it.
Killing it, man. Like, really, I don't know. I would love to know who the sculptor is, because I think they're doing a great job. Again, this isn't 100%, but it's damn close, man. This is damn good, and the thing is, this one is $160, $170, somewhere in that range. That's nuts. That looks so good.
Mask looks great. Yeah, I really like him with the mask on.
Which is,
I know
I'm probably going to have the mask on him on the shelf.
Yeah,
you know. I'm just so happy we're getting these things. Yeah,
because this is their third one now, right? Because they started with the comedian, we got Rorschach, and now we have Ozymandias. Yep. I can't wait. Night Owl will be a hard one for me to turn down. I like Night Owl. Yeah.
But yeah, I immediately pre-ordered this thing. This is incredible. Obviously, you're not going to get a lot of turn out of that waste, but I'm okay with that. With these are representational on my shelf for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm hoping somebody comes out with a. What's that?
He doesn't really move much in the movie.
He doesn't really do much anyway. Yeah, that's true.
He's a thinker. I'm gonna shut the door.
Yeah, he's kind of just a douchebag that stood around. Yeah, look at that. That's so good. So I'm not sure. This is a second head sculpt.
It might be.
Eyepiece.
Do you think it's magnetic? And the headpiece can't be though. That can't fit.
No, I think it's a second. Oh yeah, because the hair is different.
Head sculpt, right? Unless the hair.
There's no line, and the hair is different. Yeah, it falls in front or it falls to the side.
It's the same expression. Yeah. Okay. I should have read the description. It probably says whether it comes with two heads. It comes with two heads, man. Jesus, $160. Insane. It looks great. Yeah, I'm totally down with this. Everybody getting this or no?
No. But it's not a nope. It's not a nope because nope is harsh.
Okay. It's just a
like I like the movie. I like the characters, but like if I buy this, like I know I'm gonna have to like get the others.
Rorschach is great, man.
I know that's what I'm afraid of. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna fall into a hole.
Yeah.
So it is two head sculpts.
It is okay.
And it is 160 full.
Damn,
price.
That's really good,
nuts, man.
It is a respectable nope.
That's what it is.
Yes, there you go.
Jordan's all over this.
I figured he would be. Soso's killing it. I wish I'm gonna see if Flix Toys continues on doing the 112 versions of these because I would love to get them in all 112. I'm going to continue to try to pass on getting the Susu ones.
Wow.
Or Soso ones.
I love this. I just love this book, and I love, you know, aside from the changes they made at the end, which I could live with because I understand, like, you're reading a comic book, you're ready for that kind of shit. You're watching a movie in the 90s, maybe not.
Squid ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, even though they did a great job with that in the TV show, I just don't think that the technology would have been there to make that convincing. And I'm kind of glad that they didn't do it. And I fucking love this movie. I love this movie. I think they did an excellent job of adapting what people said was going to be hard to adapt.
I think people are out of their minds when they said that, like, it's not a good adaptation of the story because he did it. Whoever did the
almost
script
shot for shot.
Yeah, I know. It was killer. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I thought it was great.
Sorry, I'm all over this. I'm all over everything. Everything they got Watchmen, I will take it. I would like shit from the show too, man. I would take the HBO show.
Oh, I love the show. Oh man, so I was ready. I'm understanding that it's not coming back for a second season, but I was so ready for more when it ended. I'm like, give me more. Like this.
I know.
Like just.
But that's. Up this. I actually like that though because I'm glad I wanted more, and I'm not. It's not coming back. I'm glad
it didn't come back to then disappoint us later. It left off on a high note for us to be like wistful in our memory of it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
What are you laughing at? The nipples?
Some good nipples. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Batman beats those nipples.
Batman, yeah.
I do think so too because they focus on it in the movie. Don't you get a good close up of the nipples?
Yeah, and they're elongated too. These are just there's kind of something there. Obviously, we all have nipples, but the Batman ones were like, these are what my nipples look like underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Bat nipples forever.
These are my man nipples.
Okay, man nipples. I think we should move on to the next figure.
Oh. All right. Also from Susu Toys. So I've got the Homelander coming. I've already got Billy Butcher. I think Billy's good. The head sculpt again isn't 100%, but it looks really good. The clothing's incredible. The accessories you get with it are great. What's that?
Is your Butcher from Susu?
Yeah, I believe so.
Are there three versions?
There was another version, and there's like 2 or 3 Homelanders too.
Okay, just trying to keep up.
I don't think either of them are any as good as the Susu one, from what I've seen.
Okay.
I forget what was the one that we saw the picture of that was like, I forget who put that one out.
Star Ace.
Star Ace.
Oh,
the actual licensed one. The best. That's terrible.
That's right. Oh God, Star Ace. What are you doing, man? What are they doing over there?
Where's Star Ace?
All this talent out there. Like, look at all these people in the third party, like doing these sculpts. Now, all right, I've seen a lot of people talking about this one.
This is a bad sculpt, I think.
I don't think it's a bad sculpt. I don't think the paint is doing it justice, especially in the eyes area. I think the sculpt is there. There's instances where it looks even okay with this. I think there's just something about the eyes that's not.
Does she have light up eyes in any
separate
sculpt or anything? No.
Somebody said that they might be trying to do like luminescent paint on them or something like that. I don't want that. I want a second sculpt or a faceplate. It looks like the hair is removable. Is that a different? Maybe that's just.
I do think I could see the actress in the sculpt, but there is something that's throwing it off for me. It might be the paint, as you said. It could just be.
She's got that dead eye stare. I
Definitely.
think it's the shape of the eye. Maybe it's not the paint. Maybe there is a flaw in the sculpt, and it's the shape of the eye that they're just not relaxed enough. She should have with this look. If she had, I might do that too. I might just have her painted, like paint the eye like she's got her powers, and I think it's going to look 100% better. I think the sculpt is there. Hate the plastic hair, but it's to be expected. But people were talking to like, wow, this is garbage. I'm not going to buy this. And on again, there's a bunch of shows that I enjoy. and respect the people on, but there are a lot of people who aren't in the custom world or even kind of aware of like outside of like, you know, like 11 or things like that, where you can buy third-party sculpts or custom sculpts from sculptors. And I say, like, get this for 100 and what is this, 180 bucks? 180 bucks, 185, something like that. You could always get another sculpt. Somebody's going to come out with a better sculpt if they really want this. And this show's hot, man. I mean, Star Ace is not going to do it for you. You're not going to get a good sculpt from the actual licensor of the thing. So give that fucking hope up, because that's over.
This is easily the best Starlight that we're going to see, and I think the same could be said with Billy Butcher and the same with Homelander.
And you can hope that they improve it a little bit. I don't know how much.
I think that's it.
Takes
I think
feedback.
that's what's going to happen. Yeah, they do seem to take feedback, because when people complain about the head sculpts, they're like, "This is just a prototype," which they've come out and said on other sculpts. So I really think if people are saying that, they will do whatever due diligence they feel like they need to do to make a change.
Yeah. And that's all that's holding this back, because I think the body type is perfect.
Yeah.
And the costume looks incredible. I mean, they're just nailing stuff, man. I mean, the quality of these products is so good. It's you know, I get the moral quandary that there is with a third party unlicensed, but I don't know.
The licensed ones are failing you so badly. I don't think
terrible.
There should be a quandary. Yeah,
and Hot Toys doesn't want to touch this stuff. For some reason, I don't know why they don't want to do.
Because they got Disney money or whatever.
I know. That's the thing. Yeah. But I think this is worthy of $185 for sure.
I think this kind of falls into that territory where I feel like with same thing with pirating movies. I don't believe that you should ever pirate movies unless companies go out of their way of making it very hard for you to get the movie at home, right? Like so you can actually watch it, where they make it easy for you. License holders should be trying to do the absolute best they possibly can. I really feel like Star Ace doesn't give a shit. They're just like, we got the license, so boom, we'll put it up.
Yeah.
It seems that way. I'm not saying that that's what's happening. It just seems that way based on the quality of what they felt okay to show off. If they're feeling okay to show it off that way, then they don't care enough to put in the hard work to make it just right.
Yeah, I wouldn't get a Star Ace figure that day before. Star Ace had Leonidas from 300, which was actually a pretty good figure. Not as good as the Hot Toys one, which is legendary, but it's pretty damn good. I'm happy with it. It's still on my shelf. And the other one was the Audrey Hepburn one that I had but sold. And that was a really good figure. They did a great job with that. I think they did a James Dean figure from whatever cowboy movie he was in. And that looked pretty good. But goddamn, everything else is just awful. just awful.
I was really excited to get a Supergirl, the Melissa Benoist Supergirl. And then when I showed up there, I'm like, what is this figure? Like, this looks like a Tonner doll. Like, I don't understand.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Third parties buying fan art for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's just that I'm like, Elliot, like, there's a lot of shows out there. I keep this is why I want to try and get us out there among these shows, because I want to get on these things and just like, I'm in the chats and I'm like you don't understand, like they're talking about, we're not going to talk about it here. I actually had it on there and I didn't put it in here. We can go to it if one of you guys can pull up the InArt Pennywise, because we only got a teaser on the last show and it's out there now, but I didn't pull down pictures. But they're talking about the InArt Pennywise and just going like, wow, why would you do something that's already been done by Hot Toys? Yeah, I get the argument from a business standpoint. And it's not worth, the extra $500. If you look at them side by sides, and this is a matter of opinion to some degree, if that InArt Pennywise comes out looking the way it looks in these prototypes, it looks far more accurate to the movie than the Hot Toys. And I like the Hot Toys. I'm happy with it on the shelf. If that's all I ever had, I'd be happy with that. But then I saw that, and this is the custom world. This is where you go, oh, this Darth Vader looks great. Oh shit, look at that with the helmet. Oh, they adjusted that and put that down, and it's oh god, that looks really good. And that's the thing, like you can be happy with what you got, the stock stuff, or you can delve into that world and you start getting. You could say it's a little crazy, or you could say you're just in the pursuit of like that perfect version of the figure. It's not for everybody. You don't need it. And a lot of people would say, like, I'm happy with Pennywise from Hot Toys. It looks great. I don't need anything else. I like that character, and I would like a more accurate version of it. And for 500, what is it? Whatever it is, 540, I think, something like that.
Was it 503?
Oh, maybe that's the iron price from Toys Wonderland that I'm remembering. I thought that was the deluxe. I thought the deluxe was in the fives with the two heads.
I don't know.
Okay, look it up. But anyway, even if it was $500 for two sculpts, haired sculpts, quality clothing that's weathered properly, that's tailored properly so that it falls the right way, the body is proportioned the right way, all that stuff for $500, man. If that was a custom, and granted, building a custom in a group setting where you get 40 or 50 people to agree to buy clothing and a sculpt and stuff is, I mean, you're talking about, it's a smaller amount of stuff, so the profits have to be a little higher. But that would cost you $1,500 for a Pennywise to look like that, and this is $500 for that custom level quality. Yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in on it. I'm definitely getting one for sure.
It's teetering on 500. It's like 490, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, but funny because you were saying that about how like people are like, I don't understand why Queen would do this, blah blah blah. I know some serious It fans, right? Some serious Pennywise fans. One of them is in the chat. We have Elliot in the chat. He's a big time horror fan.
Yep.
I roll the hard six as well. Like I was talking to him about it, and both of them own the Hot Toys, and both of them plan to get the Queens. Like you got to understand, like diehard fans want the best representation they possibly can get of the character, and it looks like, as you said, Queens is going to be doing, if they can come out with the actual production looking as good as this, they're going to have the best one on the market. Right. So people are going to want that, and then maybe they'll sell their other one or keep both.
That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to check them out. I want to put them side by side. There are certain characters that I wouldn't go out of my way to get a top quality version of. You know what I mean? Like there's just some things that I'm happy with. This is fine on the shelf. It's good. It looks good. I don't need it better. It's it's like kind of the stuff, and I'm not I mean to call her out, but like Bree does in the chat with some of her, but she does it with select figures like Star-Lord and having it haired and repainted and stuff, and just making the best looking. And she has those, like the figures that she has like that are the best looking versions of those, and it's custom work. But if you could actually pull that off the shelf without waiting a year and a half for your painter to get back to you, and then send it over to the guy who's doing the hair, and then 2 years later you've actually got the figure put together, you could buy that off the shelf and it looks that good. Hell yeah. I'm down with a company that's going to do that. And I think there's a lot of people. It's not the general populace. It's not a lot of these shows that talk about, basically Hot Toys. I get it, but there's a market out there, and I think they're going to do well. I get to see what Jordan's saying here. I mean, I don't see any figures coming down the road that I would have any interest in. That's fine. I mean, that's just not for you. So, I mean, Lord of the Rings, like if you're I know a lot of people just aren't into Lord of the Rings. And Asmus has done a great job with most of these things. And again, those on the shelf for most people, there it is. That's Lord of the Rings. It looks great. I mean, the Crown Gandalf. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Looks great. I'm totally getting that in our Gandalf, and I will probably end up selling the crown, or maybe I'll put it in a different pose and keep it or something. I don't know. But there's certain things that I just want the best representation I could get. I paid a bundle of money, not trying to. What am I saying? Was the phrase? Whatever. But I'm not trying to brag. But for an Aragorn sculpt that was haired and done, very limited run, and it looks incredible. Now, Queen Art or In Art will probably come out with one that looks great for $400-500, but That's the game.
I think,
you know what I mean. You're not always going to win that.
yeah. I think Queen is doing it for those types of collectors. So I don't feel like their production run is going to be near the numbers of what Hot Toys does per production run. I feel like it's going to be way, way smaller. And it's for those people that are like, I want the best. I otherwise would have sent my Hot Toys Pennywise out to get rehaired, maybe get scuffed up on the outfit, make it a little dirtier. Like that would have paid all that money extra. That would have made their figure cost like 3 times what InArt is putting out as theirs. Like, buy it on the shelf and it's all done for you.
Or something, and he would weather it for you for $250, $300. You know what I mean? So now, you know, your $250 Pennywise is now a $500 Pennywise, which that's what this is, and it's not still not even a haired sculpt. Or, I mean, granted, these things don't come with a lot of accessories. Yeah, but 2 sculpts. I mean, come on, it's pretty incredible. I would want more niche and special, but I would drop tons of cash for hyper real stuff. Yeah, for sure. I think they'll get into that too, man. I think they'll go down some deeper routes that things like
getting their feet wet with
I would love to
culture.
see them. Yeah, the easy selling stuff. I would love to see them do musicians and things like that. Molecule 8 was going to do this Bowie that Molecule 8 was going to do. I'd love to see them like resurrect that somehow, but we'll see. Anyway,
we also have to mention all of their figures so far have all movable eyes, all of them. And that's another thing that you couldn't send your Pennywise out to go get. When you install the purr system or movable eyes into the sculpt, like that's not going to happen.
But do they have foam? Do they come in foam?
We don't know. What if the whole packaging is all foam? All 100% foam.
Wow, all foam packaging.
Right.
That's right.
All right, I think we can move on from home light.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. But I'm getting this. I'm getting all these things. I love it. Susu. So this is a little tease from Susu too. I just put this in with the Susu stuff. So this is a mantis, black
manta.
Right?
Black manta.
Jesus, I'm not a DC guy. Black manta tease, and looks cool. A little rough, but sure.
It's very early, and I think they put that out because of this. The next one.
Yeah. So this is
which looks real good.
What's the name of this company? Mars Toys? Mars Toys.
Mars Toys, yes, we're correct.
Mars Toys, yeah. The Black Soldier. The worst. Like, you couldn't really, nothing else. You couldn't come up with anything else.
Has Mars Toys done anything else that we know of?
Yeah.
What?
Not that I remember, but yes, I've seen Mars Toys. Apparently, this is their 11th figure, judging by the numerical designation of this one. Yeah, we've seen Mars Toys before. I couldn't tell you what they've done. If somebody wants to look it up, I'd be interested, but I did not have a chance to do that today. These pictures are awful.
Very interested in this figure.
To
me, I've grew up like my life was always half DC, half Marvel growing up, and then after a certain point, DC books kind of was like, we're gonna reboot everything, blah blah blah, over and over and over, to the point where I start going a little more Marvel. But I've always loved Black Manta. Had one of the coolest looks in the comics, and so any figure that ever came out, like I have a lot of old figures of Black Manta. I have the Mafex Black Manta, and I've been waiting for Hot Toys to do it, which I feel like they're going to now that other companies do it. That seems to be their MO.
That's right. Okay. They did that 89 Joker. That's right. Which looked pretty good from what I remember. Breaking Bad, I don't remember.
Are they out?
The 89 Joker?
Yeah. Is theirs out?
I think so. That was a while ago.
I just wonder if their production looks as good as their proto.
Don't know. I don't know if I saw that. Yeah, well, it's funny you bring this up, Elliot, because this is what we were talking about today. We have a feeling, Susu put this out in response to this one coming out, since they were working on it, and wouldn't doubt that this becomes another Vulture situation where, Tom, I believe this is one of your SDCC predictions for a Black Manta from Hot Toys. So.
I do think it'll be the sequel suit, not the. This is Black Manta from Aquaman 1. Aquaman 2 has some interesting hip stuff going on, but I feel like that's probably what they'll focus on, kind of be like, oh, it's the new one. But yeah, I do feel like Hot Toys loves to do the don't buy third party, don't worry, we'll do it. It's the same thing they did with Miles, right? Because Young Rich did theirs, and then we got a cardboard cutout at San Diego, and you know what?
And nothing else. Remember, every day we were like, they're going to bring it out today. They're going to bring nope. It wasn't like what was it like 6 months later that we actually saw that figure? Not maybe even longer. It's ridiculous. Right. Yeah, the Vulture.
And that figure just came out.
Yeah,
crazy.
185, man. And the 89 Joker is out. You know, somebody want to pull up a picture of that? We'll take a look at it. Yeah, 185, man. I mean, these pictures are not good. Just not good. So it's hard to tell. That's a good picture. I mean, that clearly shows you everything.
That gives you a good sight of like what all the LED bits are on it, which is cool.
Yeah, and LEDs too. Yeah, these are all light up parts.
Yeah,
as far as we know.
I was talking to Matthew earlier today, and he said it has like LED.
Wow.
I assume that the legs and everything are LED.
I was gonna say, like, where are you putting batteries in there in the legs?
Oh, the sides. There's just like little compartments on those. They're big. They're like giant armor pieces on his calves.
That'd be cool if that helmet lit up and everything lit up. It does look. This is an awesome design. I have no interest in this character or Aquaman, for that matter. But no, that's pretty cool. I mean, that does look really cool.
Just the LED eyes and back. The rest is luminous paint.
Oh, luminous paint. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for 185. Oh, there it is. Luminous reflective effect. I really should read these images.
Nah, I like the speculation.
I'm just grabbing stuff left and right, man, to put this thing together. Yeah, cool. TJ?
Nope.
That's enough.
You had that one at the ready, like you just waiting for it.
He knew it was
that was coming. But Tom, you're gonna get this.
It's a high possibility. That's all I'll say. I want to see what Hot Toys does. We'll see.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Right. We go from the Manta of the Sea to Shark Toys, Ghost of Sparta, Kratos knockoff, right?
It is a third party, yes. It's a third party transition.
Well, it's a shark too, Manta.
No, that was a good transition. Shark.
Yeah, that was great.
Good Manta.
Yeah, Shark Toys. Again, Shark Toys. What the fuck is that? Shark Toys. I really would love if somebody
every episode.
Yeah, but you know, half of them are Susu under a different name, or one of the other companies that's trying to. I don't know if they're trying to hide from copyright, but I mean, you're in China. You're in Hong Kong, which isn't exactly China, but I don't know what the copyright laws are there. I mean, it seems seemingly nothing, so I don't know really what the problem is, but maybe they just have to keep evading. You know, you go after one company, they close it down. Now we're Shark Toys this week, and we put out this figure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. It could be a way to diversify, like your company, spread it out so far that if anyone wants to come for one, they're just knocking off like.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Arms don't seem big enough for the body.
I think, it looks like it has the Drax problem where the body isn't as big as it should be.
A good call, exactly.
And the neck is
then even the neck. Yeah. The Mondo, I think, is much better than this. I don't know about articulation on Mondo figures. I don't have any. I know it's a little limited.
I don't know if I agree with the Mondo personally, just because there's figures
you don't think it looks better?
Plasticky looking. I don't know.
Maybe I'm misremembering it. I thought it looked good. I didn't really pay attention to it because I'm just not I never played the game. I know. Cool looking figure though, man. I considered picking up the NECA one. It was NECA, right? Yeah, it was NECA.
Yeah.
I just never did. Definitely wouldn't pick up a 1/6 version of this, but I guess, you know, if you missed out on that one. Wasn't there another third party that did this though?
There's one that's working on it right now, but I don't
think
one
came out. Maybe it was the Mondo one I was thinking about. I don't know. The Mondo Kratos has no articulation. Okay. No articulation is in. It's not no articulation. It's just very limited articulation, right? It's like
if it's anything like the He-Man, it's probably just hard to articulate. Like, there's a lot of stopping points. Like, they don't design the cuffs in a way that allow for the arm to bend all the way. Like things like that. They don't think things through.
Yeah,
in that.
I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. The paint looks decent.
No, the heads. The heads look good. This, I agree. I was talking with someone earlier today.
The neck should be thicker. It just doesn't fit this character. This character should be Drax like Drax size. And he's just not.
I think it was Elliot who was saying earlier today, the screaming head sculpt that Mondo came out with, the teeth are recessed in such a way that it looks like an old man with his top dentures out. Because the problem with Kratos is, like, I would need 2 sculpts, definitely, which is why I wouldn't get this one. I'm waiting for the right 1/6 figure to come out.
That's true too. Yeah.
You need a screaming one. You need like the calm one, because this is a angry man trying to be calm in this game, right? But he cannot, because the gods are constantly thwarting him left and right. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, just like right there, that neck looks really super weak.
It does. Yeah. The fur looks
a lot of stuff though. Decent amount of stuff. Did I have a price on this one? This was $190 coming out in Q4 2022. So I mean, for $190, you got to have something on the shelf. Probably pose it.
I'd probably get that Mondo.
It's a good pose.
Personally, I think
it's a good pose that hides the neck right there. You know what I mean? It's not too bad. Yeah. So you could do it. All right, I think that's it for news. That's all we got. Yeah. Did you have anything else extra, Tom? Like, did I miss anything, or did you anybody pull up that in-art Pennywise at all? I mean, we talked about it. I don't know if we need to look at it, but
I never gave my sharing permissions for my browser, so I can't share stuff. But I did pull up some more Joker stuff, and that Mars Toys does look good. So
okay, let's take a look. Mars Toys 89 Joker. There we go. Oh yeah, I totally remember this. This looked really good.
Yeah, they nailed it, I think. A lot of the photos I'm finding are quite blurry, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like the production ones, the ones that like people posting on Facebook or whatnot.
Oh yeah. This is
But they do look good. I can say.
Yeah, the hat was like, the clothing was a little loose. I think I remember. I do wish I had seen this set though, because I don't remember how much this was originally, but I went out and bought. There is a custom run going on of this with a new, different expression sculpt. Yunsel's doing all the clothing. It's going to be really nice, but all the accessories I went and bought from the Hot Toys Joker, which I'm sure were more expensive than these. This entire figure. Let's see if I can find Pennywise. Just proportionally, just him standing here like this. Oh, look at where I found it on. What do you know? We're not endorsing.
I found a picture where it's like someone posted their Joker, their Mars Toys Joker, with all of their Hot Toys Jokers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And how does it look? Stands up?
You know what? It's a blurry shot, so it looks really good, okay. But again, it's blurry, so I don't quite know.
I wish I'd done a side by side. I don't know if anybody's done this yet in any of the groups or anything like that, but even just looking at mine on the shelf right now, it's they just have everything, the way the I guess you'd call them pantaloons, whatever that is, at the top of his legs. The height of those, the volume of those, the volume of the shoulder poofs, and especially the collar that sits. You know what I mean? Just it sits the way the Hot Toys one just didn't. Everything about it, man, just looks superior. It looks great. There was a shot of him sitting down as a promo. There it is. I mean, that's some good articulation, man.
What are you looking at? Because we still see the Joker on.
Oh shit! Am I not? Oh, god damn it! Yeah. I thought I just went to the same page. They're on the same. Hang on a second. This right here.
Yeah, what you got? Oh, okay. Pennywise.
Yeah.
Yes, that looks really good.
It looks like
me to get this goddamn figure.
It looks real, man. I
know.
mean, just the ability to move it like that is pretty cool. But I was looking at I guess I got to zoom out here again. Just the proportions of this shot. If I could get it to give me the shot. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's like attached to your mouse. It's trying to like swipe the image. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. Yeah, what I was saying is just like the legs compared to the Hot Toys one, the like the pantaloons and stuff where they sit, and the shape of the shoulder poofs and the collar and stuff like that, and the dirt. I just think it looks. It's still probably not dirty enough, actually, but it looks.
It's dirtier.
Looks
luckily, it does look better.
Dirtier.
Like, side by side,
collar looks good.
Yeah, I like the side by side. The Hot Toys when it released looked so good that I was like, oh, clearly this is great. You know, what a great figure. Then the second this came out and like they put like the side by side, I was like, wow, it actually doesn't. It makes the Hot Toys not look as great anymore, and that's kind of shocking because how great I remember thinking the Hot Toys looked. But this, they nailed it with this.
The sculpt, well, the Hot Toy sculpt is very good. I think this just has a slight edge on it.
I agree.
I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something about the shape of the eyes or the cheeks on this one, which when I was doing the QMX one, that's where the issue lied with the problem with that one. It wasn't quite, this face wasn't quite there, but this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
hell yeah, all over this.
That's one that in photography people are going to be it's going to be really hard for people to differentiate from the actual actor, I think,
done well,
because it looks just like him. They did such a good job.
Yeah, Elliot says the Hot Toy sculpt is a little too. That might be it. I really want to look at them side by side, and I haven't had a chance to really just compare them. It might be that it's just there's something too. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely, it's got it all over it. And for, another $250 for, I'm all over that for sure. All right. So that's that. We are going to talk a little bit about, since we're talking about the Toys Fair Hot Toys exclusives, we thought it might be, we want to talk about some, I think in the midst of this, maybe we'll talk about some SDCC predictions, or is that something you want to quickly go over at this point? I don't really have anything.
I always like predictions. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone. I love that kind of stuff. So I like it. Honestly, I like when people come back and be like, oh, you were totally right, or you were totally wrong. And I'll, so
wow.
I don't care.
I think we've done this in the past, and we've been maybe 25%, maybe 20%. I don't know. I'll have to look back.
I'm pushing for myself being at least 50% accurate this year.
Well, let's hear it, man. Let's go. You go.
Oh, let's go. What do you got? I'm just going to read it off. I do think we're going to see Mr. Knight from Moon Knight. I think that's going to happen.
That's a good call. Yeah, for sure.
I watched the making of. They put so much detail into that suit that I feel like it needs. I need a good figure of that thing, not just like some third-party one where it's just like, it's a white suit. No, I want the actual detail they put into that suit, like all the hieroglyphs that they hid in there and all that stuff.
Yeah, and the fact that they made that like literally half the character. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just hey, here's a personality. Like I know he played more of a part in the book, in some of the books, but that was literally half the character there, and it needs to happen. Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
I think Selena Kyle, Catwoman from The Batman, is going to be up next. From
It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be, right?
I saw a really.
What about Penguin? Do you think we'll get Penguin?
I think we'll get Penguin when the Penguin show comes out on HBO Max.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but they're also doing
I don't
the
think he's there
show.
Oh, that's true. But I feel like Catwoman is like they do. Like I'm looking at a Selena Kyle figure right up there. Like they do Catwoman Like,
They do.
I feel like Hot
It's
Toys.
odd though, man. Like it's odd that when did that movie come out?
Winter, like November.
November, right?
Yeah.
It's odd that
No,
we
no,
haven't
no,
seen
no. I was
anything.
living here, so it was like February, March, or something like that.
All right, it was early this year. You're right. Yeah. February. It's odd that we haven't seen anything else but the Batman. That's it.
Yeah, but they've done a lot, right? Because they did the motorcycle. We got the Bat Signal. We have the Batman with multiple versions.
You know what?
The
I feel like, yeah, because they did this with Two-Face, and they did this with the Joker. No, the Joker was not a Toy Fair or an SDCC. It feels like they did like Bane or something. Anyway, I mean, Batman's a great. I think you're right. That's what I'm getting at. I think you're right. I think we're going to see Selena Kyle. I think we're going to see it.
Staying with DC, I think we're going to get, because Black Adam is dropping soon. I think we're going to get, honestly, a couple of figures from Black Adam. If not just The Rock, we'll probably see Dr. Fate, maybe Hawkman. Hawkman, I think, is one of those that we'll see at Comic-Con, but it will never come out because the wingspan is going to be too big.
Right. Yeah.
You don't think Black Adam
out?
Comes out in like
Soon.
a couple weeks, right?
Yeah. I just saw the preview for it.
End of the month.
Thor. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. I mean, they've had it. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Oh my God, how many freaking posts are we going to see? Like, what about Shazam? Where's Shazam when they do Black Adam?
I know.
Oh my God.
Well, good enough is that Shazam, the new movie for Shazam, they teased it already. We're going to be getting a trailer, I think, at Comic-Con. So I think that figure will be hopefully within the next year. But I really wish they did the first suit because I really like that first suit.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'd like to see. I don't know if it doesn't feel like there's going to be Star Wars because I just feel like maybe
you don't think we're going to get Obi-Wan from the Disney Plus? That was next.
Oh, we'll get Obi. Well, that's true.
We're getting Obi-Wan.
I'm thinking movie wise, but yes, Obi-Wan we're getting.
Yeah. I think also like the third sister will be shown. I'm not sure if she'll release, but I do think they'll show her.
I got a feeling that people would buy that. I don't know. It's going to look cool as much as you didn't like the character. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, listen, like people bought the armor is a good character too, though. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we'll see it. Whether or not they make it or not, that's a whole other story. Yeah, but I mean, other thing, I was thinking Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. You know what I mean? Like,
unfortunately, I don't think.
When does that
happen? They'll do something from other classics, but I don't think we're going to get the one that they keep showing in the background of other things. This is crazy.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's nuts. The new Predator from Prey?
Yeah, the Prey movie that's coming out soon.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was a new Predator movie coming out. That last Predator movie left me really like... Ugh.
It's the girl from Legion that's playing the main character in it. And it really looks like they're trying to go back to the original Predator, where you're following the prey of the Predator, but she's a hunter as well. So,
yeah, I think Mr. Knight from Precinct. There you go. I think you're 100% right on that one for sure. TJ, you got any predictions?
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Now, okay, let's go to Obi-Wan and just like, do you think we're going to get one Obi-Wan or two Obi-Wans? Let's say one or two Obi-Wans.
I think one Obi-Wan and one Vader.
Blue? Okay. So you think we'll get the end scene Obi-Wan, the sort of the vested
the mythos look.
Robe, the mythos look. Yeah. Exactly.
50-50 chance for me.
I mean, that was the last episode, right? I mean,
I think that's I feel like for me, that's what I think is the Obi-Wan that we get. Is that one.
That's what I want.
Right.
I would buy that one.
Want. Yeah.
That's the one I want too. I want the Hot Toys style mythos Obi-Wan. I'm like, yeah, give me that.
So I don't want that blue outfit.
I like the blue outfit. I got the black series of it. I got that from like Walmart
Yeah.
or whatever that was the exclusive.
I
So I'm
still
excited
need
for
to pay
that.
$250 for that.
No.
And I don't really know what he had underneath the robe. Did he have that blue outfit when he was like
A human body? Oh, I don't know.
You know, when he was wearing the Jedi robes for the most
He
part.
was wearing just his regular like
tunic.
Oh yeah, wait, what was it? I don't know if it was
I don't know what he had underneath
the regular robe or it looked like it was just a tan top or something.
Oh yeah, I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, for sure. That. Do you think anything else from Obi-Wan? I mean, we got to think like these were all in production or at least in planning prior to this coming out. So I got to think you're going to have Third Sister. Not Third. Well, Reva. Yeah, Third Sister, right? That was,
Reva.
I got to think you might have even Inquisitors.
I was thinking the Grand Inquisitor,
Second brother, Grand Inquisitor, for sure. The Unseen Vader.
Yeah,
Can't imagine.
Well, we've already seen a Vader. We have not seen.
We saw a Vader, but not with. Yeah.
I think it'll be on display with the cracked helmet at Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. That's my guess, to show that he's coming with that.
Right.
You know what I think is a possibility because of Attack of the Clones? Padawan Anakin.
What Anakin?
Yeah.
Padawan Anakin.
Oh, Padawan. Yeah, actually, that's a good call.
Except
we even got that in that movie or that show for a little bit. Yeah.
But it would be the 20-year-old Padawan and not the 44-year-old version we saw.
What was up with that? Why didn't I not DH him? And I'm like, are you trying to play off like this was like 20 years ago? Because it certainly is not. Good try.
It's funny. The you got to read the comments that some of the FAQs that this kid who did the edit put up there, and like, did you de-age or why didn't you de-age him? And he's like, no, I didn't do it because I felt it looked okay. You know, he wasn't trying to like reinvent everything. He's just trying to do a better. I saw that. Just do a better edit of it. What about Padme? I mean, can we get Padme? Because
they showed her what, like 6 years ago at this point. Yeah. Why have they not done one? I
don't know.
They should have Padme, and they should do an Amidala, like actually in the like resplendent, like giant headpiece. Like that would be a gorgeous figure.
Yeah. There was a custom made of that years ago, and somebody did it like all those little bulbs and stuff around her dress were light up.
Yep.
It was incredible.
That sounds.
I really wanted to, like, if I cared that much about those movies, I probably would have gone. Again, I have a lot of Anakins. I don't know why, but yes, for sure. Yeah, Padawan Anakin for sure.
I don't think we're gonna get Kid Leia. I don't think that they'll do that. Hot Toys has not really done.
I would love to see a 2-pack, but they just don't do kids.
No. I think we will get Lola with Obi-Wan. I feel like that's going to be like a little accessory for like a deluxe set Obi-Wan with like a little Lola. Yeah.
I would love both Luke and Leia. Although I don't think the kid who played Luke was quite as good.
I don't know if he could act.
He
I think they just got him because he might have looked like a young, which he didn't really
think he looked like. No,
he didn't.
I think that was quite as good casting, but he didn't have to do as much. But I think just on the shelf would be kind of cool. I'd be happy with Leia. Luke, I could live without, but she was very good. I mean,
she was
probably one of the better parts of the show for me was her acting. All right, so we did talk about. Go ahead. You have another one?
I just want to really quickly. I'm just going to list off the rest because it's like just. I think these are easy home runs. Jane Foster Thor, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to see Korg as well. It's about time. This is like his 4th movie in the MCU. I think we're also going to get possibly, this is a possible, Miss Marvel, because we're ending with her, hopefully her in her suit next week.
I would love to see Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Final prediction would be Hawkeye from Hawkeye, because we didn't get him in his suit from that show.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to see him. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess this is the time to put all that stuff out, so I don't know why they're hanging on to that one.
Neither do I. I think it might just be tied up.
Would have been like hot off the presses after that show. Like, would have been probably the best time to do it. Like, yeah, Hawkeye. and now it's like you've had time to reflect on. I enjoyed that show, but I know a lot of people did not care for it or think it was that great. But that's the Hawkeye I want. I want that purple outfit Hawkeye. So, all right.
I'm excited for Jane Foster Thor. Honestly, I really want to see a figure of that because I think that that's going to be killer.
It's going to look incredible.
You don't want it
again. I haven't seen the movie. I enjoyed that part to some degree. I don't.
That part. It's like the whole movie.
Well, I mean, her part. I mean, her as that character. She's a great actress. There were some things I mean, for the most part, I thought she was one of the best parts of the movie, honestly. Yeah. But I don't know if I need that. It's going to look incredible, though. I can't wait. I
think that's one that's like they'll show it. It'll look great. Whereas I thought that they'll show gore, but they'll never do it. Like they'll never come out with them, kind of thing. Like I think they'll do that a lot. You know?
Yeah. TJ, you have not seen Thor.
No, I've seen it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Are you all right? But you've seen the Mighty Thor. Do you? I mean, you've seen the character.
Yeah. Jane. Yeah.
Is that something you're interested in?
I think so.
Okay.
That's hard to pass up.
Yeah.
I know. That's gonna come to this house. I know that for a fact.
I know. I just well.
I would get it more for like the comic. Like she was Thor for a long time in the comics. That was not just
that outfit is exactly like the comic. I mean, nearly exactly like the comic, which is really cool. Dear God, I would want Amidala and Redgown, greatest spirited one. Yeah, Space Cage.
I think it'd be crazy. I think it'd look amazing if they did it.
Yeah, we started a little late, Colin. So we're set.
We can get to our final.
Marvel is fantastic, man, for sure. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna have to race through this because it is on the. I could always change the card later on, but I guess people came for this. So we figured we'd put together our top 10 Toy Fair exclusives of all time. I'm gonna pull up the site here that lists them, and what we could just do is kind of like just. We'll kind of go through the list and we'll stop whenever we get to the number that we're on, and we can talk a little bit about it. Not too much. We're not going to go into too much detail here, but just to say, these were our picks. So this comes courtesy of Hot Toys Complete Checklist, which is a crazy detailed site, I have to say. Really good. So number 10, this is kind of our collated list, and we'll talk about our individual picks, not for every point, but maybe in the top 3 or something like that. And we'll talk about stuff that didn't make the list, our collated list, if we want to. But number 10, it's actually something that's not on here, but something we did show earlier, which is the arena suit Boba Fett. Now, Tom didn't have this on his list. TJ and I had it kind of high. I think mine was in the
5th position,
8th position, and I think TJ, you had it in the 5th, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little weird sight unseen, but I think it looks cool enough. Seen them do Boba Fett. If the finish comes out, the way the other figures that they've done in those finishes comes out, it's going to look really cool. So that was number 10. Number 9. Going through the list here, and then going through this thing is interesting to remember what some of these things, like the Ragnarok Stanley. I forgot Whiplash. Here's that other holographic version, which was pretty much all translucent.
Yeah,
I remember. But number 9, we all agreed, came in our lists fairly high. Tom, I think you had this the highest. Was this right here? Not that.
I'm holding it up in case people don't want to wait. Oh wait, you changed the order from what you sent over. I think.
Did I?
Yeah, it's all good.
I had that one high.
Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I'm looking at my list. That was my number 10. I'm sorry. Okay.
No.
All right.
Number 9 was Two-Face.
That didn't happen. All right. Don't even. Okay. Yeah. Number 9.
I have the list that you sent over on my phone, so it's like, this one.
I'm looking at the wrong list. I've got 2 lists next to each other, so I was looking at the wrong one. So yeah, number 9 was Two-Face, which I actually think that was on the first page actually, because I think that was fairly recent. That was like what was that, like 3 years ago?
Yes, it was. I put down the year eventually.
There he is. MMS 546. So this was a reissue, but there was a difference in sculpting, I believe, right on this, and
paint was mostly the difference. It was mostly like
paint.
a lot of different paint. Yeah.
I mean, this looks incredible. I still kick myself for not picking this up.
I love this figure. I shoot him a lot.
I know you do, and you shoot him very well.
He's
horrific. Every time you do, I'm like, fuck, I should have got this figure. God damn it.
I'm getting to live the dream finally of having the figures I wanted from the Dark Knight, which is now I'm getting, Joker from InArt, and now I have Two-Face finally because they did this amazing re-release, 3 years ago.
Do you think this is something? You think this is something InArt would tackle?
Maybe not now.
I don't think it's in their wheelhouse. Yeah,
no, I don't think so.
Because this is good. I mean, I really don't think. I mean, tailoring wise, yeah. I mean, you could argue that you could do some better tailoring, but this is really good. I mean, this is
they nailed it. It's great. The painting isn't 100%. I feel like someone could repaint it and make it look a little more gruesome and everything. Right. But Hot Toys did a great job. I'm very happy with that figure.
They did. Yeah, they did. Okay. That was the actual number 9. Number 8. This was, I think, universal to all our lists.
Yep.
She was
just there.
The armor. Now this was something like when people got it, I remember people getting it, and I did the same thing. I opened it up and I was like, kind of like, okay, yeah. But in hindsight, it just didn't come with a lot. I think that's what people thought. But I mean, there's a lot on this list of these exclusives that don't come with a whole lot of accessories. There are some that come with a lot.
Yeah,
there are some that come with a lot, and those were high on my list because of that reason.
The number 1 on our list comes with a ton of stuff.
Oh yeah,
by the way.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
But this came out after the first season of The Mandalorian, and obviously this character has made it into the second season, and I think it's going to be she's in Boba Fett, and I think she's going to be she's the crux of the third season from what I've seen. Whether or not she makes it in there or not, but I have a feeling she will. I've heard rumors that she may be unmasked in that.
Well, then she can't be.
Total rumors.
That's not the way. That's not the way.
It is not the way. But having had this on my shelf for a while, it comes with a good amount of stuff. I mean, it's cool and it looks great. And I'm glad I have it. Yeah. So
she's a great character. I think it's like a character that needed the figure.
Absolutely.
And it goes back to what we were talking about. Like, I think that's one of those things that when we saw that list, that was a whole brand new figure. There was nothing reused. It was all brand new, no repaint or anything like that. Everything about her is like, that's exciting, which I felt like I was missing this year.
Right. It's the other way. The Two-Face. I just wish him the most shiny hair ever. Okay. Yeah,
it's shiny. It's pearlescent. I usually cover it with some kind of thing whenever I shoot it.
I gotta say that was another thing about the Susu Toys Ozymandias. I think the blonde hair they did on him looks great, paint wise. Like really, that's a blonde is always like the wild card. All right, we are up to number 7 already, so we're gonna fly through this. And number 7 was also on all of our lists. Was it on all of our lists?
I don't know if it was on yours originally, but then I think you re-put yours out numbered and you put
I did. I rethought this, and it really is cool. I think the reason I rethought it is because, and it is the Ragnarok Roadworn Thor, is because this is the perfect Toy Fair exclusive. Like this is the kind of figure that not everybody needs, but was part of the movie. It looked cool, and if you're an Avengers completist or a Thor completist, you want to have this. It's perfect for this. You know what I mean? Not everybody needs it, but it comes with that. I mean, that's a great accessory right there.
Yeah, the skull of Surtur is huge. It's like half the size of the figure.
Yeah.
And it magnets to his back, which is great, so you don't have to worry about it falling. Yeah, this was like the reason for me was like, this is a specific suit from the comics. It's done by Asad Ribic, and it's my favorite suit from the comics. And I'm like, they did it in the film, and Hot Toys put it out as an exclusive. I'm like, that's my Thor. That is it. That's the one right there. Like
it is a great looking outfit. The more I look at it, the more I wish I had it, but it just doesn't fit into my collection as it stands.
And this is one of those things where I was upset with this year's, because this would have been a great time for them to redo this one, because he wears this suit for like 5 minutes in the film with gold piping and fur parts on his suit, but it's the exact same costume otherwise.
Yeah,
it looks amazing, and I would buy it if they did it. However, what a wasted opportunity.
Well, I mean, you could still see that possibly. I mean, if it's reuse, Hot Toys could do it. So you never know. Never say never. TJ, this was pretty high on your list too, right?
Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4 on mine.
Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. You were the highest on this one. You have this? Do you own it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So love the look.
I remember a picture you took of it, I believe. Yeah, good figure. That's the kind of thing that this is made for. It's just those figures that not everybody needs, and just a little niche. Don't come with a lot of stuff, but it's for the people who really have to have they're complete.
And they reused a head sculpt, and that's fine for this, and it's totally fine, because it's like it's the head sculpt from Age of Ultron, whatever. It works perfectly.
All right, number 6. We're up to number 6. Round and round she goes. Where she stops.
I don't think he's very.
TJ, did you have this?
I did not. Like, Lenny loaned it to me. I just never got around to shooting it, but I just think it's super cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No. But was it on your list? Though it was on your list.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think we all had this on our list. I love this figure, man. It's such a quirky. It was one of the. I don't know if it was one of the best Stan Lee appearances, but it was up there for sure. Because he had a lot of lines. He got to act a lot.
They tied him into the universe in a fun way too, right?
Yes.
He's kind of like he's the go-between between the Earth population and the Watchers when the Watchers can't see everything, which is great.
And it's a great outfit. The rock accessory that he comes with, at first I wasn't a fan of the packaging, but the packaging is a lot of fun. It's like a blister card on a card. And he looks so great if you have a Guardians of the Galaxy collection. That's where I have mine, in with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's a fun stand. Like, if you don't have the original Stan, or even if you do, like, I don't need every version of Stan. At first I thought they were going to come out with everything like FedEx Stan and everything, but I'm glad they're not doing that. Again, never say never, but this is a fun stand for sure. Yeah. Love it.
I'm glad I have the classic stand, but this is definitely my preferred stand because it's fun in my collection. Yeah. It's great.
It's a great appearance.
It's good to just have people in like spacesuits. Like, spacesuits are cool.
Exactly. True enough. Yeah, you could shoot. I mean, as a photographer, you could shoot this in the back. And did you do something with that, Tom? Where it wasn't, you weren't necessarily using him as Stan Lee?
Actually, I did. Both times I shot him.
Silver Surfer or something like that?
I had him talking to this Galactus bus that's behind me at one point.
Okay.
And then I had him once racing to like a Disney Plus screen. But I used the rock accessory in almost every shot I do in space.
But you could swap that head out with a skull or something like that. It could be really cool.
Yep.
For photography, anyways. And the rock piece isn't too bad either. Yeah, I mean, again, this didn't come with a ton of accessories either, but I don't know. It's just so much fun that I just love this one. Whereas the Ragnarok one was, I think, a little bit of a deeper cut and very specific to the scene. It was, it's a very quick scene. I don't know. It just didn't have as much impact as that one did. All right, number 5. Number 5, is it going to be an Iron Man? No, it's going to be 2099 Spider-Man. This was extremely tempting to me. I did not bite the bullet on it. I think both of you did.
Yeah.
Got one right here.
It's
beautiful.
awesome.
What
Let's
a
see
beautiful
it.
figure.
Yeah, let me embiggen you, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's
Damn
just,
it. Fuck.
Yeah. He's gorgeous. You cannot pose him too crazy because all these rubber pieces are glued on and you do worry that they'll pop off. But
So
my
the
God.
waist really isn't bendable at all.
Right. You can bend them. Like you can get a little bit of bend, but you can see like where it starts to like pinch a little bit. And I kind of
that was
worry.
my
So I always
fear.
keep him. Yeah. I keep him
But
like this.
Jesus,
kind of
I mean, it really looks good. The sheen on the blue and then
There's a texture on his
This
suit
is what go ahead. Yeah.
I just like honestly, if you shoot him with a macro lens and you pick up the textures on his suit, it's just every shot you take is going to be just stunning. It's just without fail.
Yeah. This is where like the Mezco one just lost it for me. It looked like pajamas. Like I like this metallic blue.
He looks like he's from the future.
Deep crimson red. Yeah, that is a futuristic Spider-Man. That's what it looked like in the comic books. I'm happy with the Marvel Legends one because it looks like this.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm waiting for Muffex to do it. I passed on the Mezco because it does look like he's wearing a sock. No one's been able to convince me otherwise.
I do not like Mezco Spider-Man. I don't like him.
I ordered the classic one because the classic one looks pretty dope.
Yeah, I still don't like
the new
it.
one.
I don't know, but this is something I definitely regret passing up on. I don't even know what this is going for in the aftermarket. I could probably get this for a reasonable price. It just again didn't fit my collection. Nothing, it's not in a movie. It's a comic book thing. I just don't have that, but it's hot looking. I don't remember what he came with. Did he come with a lot of stuff? Not really.
No, just a lot of hands and web.
Yeah, a lot of hands. Okay. All right, number 4. This is something that did come with a shit ton of stuff.
I just realized I actually have number 4, and I didn't add him to my little murder row behind me. He's over there.
Oh, you did?
I really forgot that.
I have him. I can pull him out. But number 4. Do I have this right? Am I looking at the right list? Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Dark Side Anakin, man. I remember this going up, and this was the same as the, I guess the Boba Fett of this year, but even faster, I think. I think this was sold out as soon as I saw that it was available. If I'm remembering
I bought
correctly.
one for a friend at Comic-Con and sent it to him. Like that's because he couldn't get it otherwise. It was like one of those things where I just like.
Yep. Like you went on to whatever site that they were on at the time, and there weren't the amount of Hong Kong dealers that there are now in 2018. And I think Sideshow had it up immediately, but it was sold out because they had some available immediately, and then you could order it later on and get it. And I think that's what happened.
Right. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
They sold out, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, they sold out!" But then they had more after. Either
I think it was after Comic-Con. They just came back with more stock, and they were like, "Oh, we have more."
Yep.
But then they sold out of that too, real quick. So
yes, yeah, it's. I think this is going for quite a bit of money, but I mean, you get this platform.
Yeah, that platform is awesome too.
It is awesome. This is a great figure. Yeah, these are terrible pictures here. Trying to get to the end here just to see what he came with. I mean, it was a reissue of Anakin with painted eyes, but they did a great job with the eyes. Really liked the eyes.
Yep.
But that platform sold it, man.
Yeah.
And I, when I said it came with a shit ton of stuff, I was wrong. It doesn't really come.
It was just a platform.
That platform was such a big part of the packaging that it just felt like a big thing. But it's the only way you could get it.
Alberto's right though. He's talking in the comments about just the eyes in general, like just captured that look on Anakin.
Yeah, it's a very good sculpt. The Anakin sculpts that they did are very good.
That was a really high number on both your lists. Actually, it was your number 1, Trevor, and it was like your number 3, TJ. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. In hindsight.
We know you love Anakin. You don't have to justify it.
No,
it's fine.
I really don't. Honestly, I have a better respect for him now too. Hayden Christensen is a good person, but
he's a good guy.
I never really loved the character. But I remember it coming. I just remember opening that box and going, "Holy shit, this is cool." You know what I mean? Like just that platform and the eyes, the head sculpt, it just looked great on the shelf.
Yeah,
so good. All right, number three. Number three, I think I have to go a page back here.
Yeah, number three.
So number three,
one of my favorite figures of all time.
Porcelain. No, it's not the porcelain.
Get out of here.
It's the Shades armor.
No. Keep going.
Ghost Rider. There you go. Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. Another one I regret not getting. So hot. Tom, you got it there?
Yep. I adore this figure.
Yeah, it's
when I first started on Instagram, I think I shot this thing constantly.
I remember that. You were shooting it. I think Darkseid was shooting it. I don't know if Elliot had this. Somebody else was shooting it. Really, really nice portraits and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just they nailed it. What a great looking Ghost Rider. Really cool. Comes with 2 different chains. I have the chains both on him right now, just so I don't lose them. But yeah.
The chains are loose, right? I mean, they don't pose, right? There's no way,
Yeah, they're not wired or anything like that. There's nothing you can do with them. They're super loose.
God damn it, that looks good.
Yeah.
And he comes with
so many fire effects. So many.
Yeah. That's the other great thing that brought this up. Now, is this the way he was actually portrayed in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes.
Okay. I still have not seen that episode, and I really need to go back and watch that episode.
He's in a whole season. Like he's a character in one of the seasons. Like
I love these the trails of the flames that they did down.
So
here.
that's them.
It looks
harkening back to the comic version of Robbie Reyes is in a skull. He's actually wearing a motorcycle helmet because he drives a muscle car, but he wears a helmet inside, and the helmet transforms into kind of like a skull. And what you're seeing is flame piping out the front. And they did such a great technique to have it emulate the shape of it on the skull in the show that it hammered it home. I love it.
It just looks, I mean, the skull looks so cool. Yeah. Lit up. I mean, the flame effects that you can get to use for all sorts of shit. Photography wise is incredible.
Yep.
But,
and they come with a specific flame that hangs off the chain specifically. It's really cool.
I know it would be a different shaped skull, but I would really love a Johnny Blaze.
I would love a Johnny Blaze. Like honestly, any Ghost Rider they do, I'll buy it.
Yeah, I really should have gotten this. I have to go back and look. It's getting me to spend more money. All right, that was our number 3. What was your number 3s? Like, what were your guys' number 3s?
What was my number 3?
Mine was Stan in the spacesuit.
Okay, yeah, you had that high. I remember that.
Yeah. Number 2 was Ghost Rider, though. So
okay,
there you go.
I won't say what my number 3 is because it's coming up soon. Actually, I think it's our number 2. It's our total number 2. What was your number 3, DJ?
It was Ghost Rider.
It was Ghost Rider. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 3 and our number 2, because it just happened to come up.
This upsets me that I don't have this figure. This is the one that I'm like, I wish I had this one. Because I'm jealous of whoever the hell.
I may need to go back a little further for this one.
Yeah, you definitely do. It's a while ago. 2012, if you're looking for a year.
I think it's on here somewhere.
2012. You're getting close.
Some things I forgot,
man.
I forgot some of these. Joe Colton.
It is not Joe Colton. It's not G.I. Joe.
It is the Captain America Rescue First Avenger. This thing. I'm going to share my screen now because I've got this right here.
The jealousy I have.
This is one of the figures that I regularly treat the leather with, or the pleather with the pleather treatment, because it's a little stiff. It came from Indonesia. I bought it from somebody in Indonesia, which I was very scared of, but they assured me that it was in great shape and showed me that it was in great shape. But I freaking love this figure, man.
Yeah.
Just the detail and all the pieces that he's got. Again, it looks like a lot of stuff. He doesn't come with a ton when you look at it as a whole. But
is it weird that I miss these old photographs in style, like just on gray? Like,
I think it is.
Okay.
I don't know. I get it. Yeah.
Well, they're using
mean,
so
again-
much Photoshop now that I'm like, I feel like you're taking away from the. I'm trying to see what the figure is. You do Photoshop for the blogger shots at the end. Don't do it in your like.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we've always said we hate the Photoshop in the solicitation shots.
Yes.
Anyways. Yeah.
Like, show
Again-
me how that weird floating bit connects to the figure that I want to purchase. Like, don't just leave it as a how does it connect? But anyway, sorry.
Not a perfect sculpt for the time, but
No.
it was. I mean, well, for this time, but at the time, pretty good. But in the helmet, it sells it. You're never gonna not have this cool ass helmet on it, anyway. Yeah, I love having this up on the shelf. First Avenger, still one of my top 10 Marvel movies, and up there in the top 10.
Yeah.
I freaking love this movie. Watch
They
it
nailed
over
the
and over
feel
again.
of it.
Yeah, and I wasn't even a big Cap fan. Like, I read Cap, I read the comic books, and it was cool. Just not that huge a fan, but man, this was like, I love this thing. So yeah, you can see not a lot of stuff, a couple of hands, a couple of guns, but it feels like a lot of detail. The jacket doesn't come off to reveal that, but it's a beautiful display piece.
TJ, do you have him?
I do.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty great.
It was Rob Steel Shields that like first made me really regret not having that figure.
With this July 4th shot.
Yeah, like his posts of him always blew me away.
Oh Jesus, sorry about that, Jordan.
Yeah, I know. I read that
Sucks.
too. I felt awful for him.
What are we talking about? Fantastic, but hate the shoes.
Oh, that's Ghost
Ghost
Rider. 'Cause
Okay.
He has Converse sneakers, and that was
Okay.
the actor's choice because the actor was like, I feel like this Robbie would wear because it's
I like that.
Yeah.
But what are they, like a little rounded at the bottom or something like that, and they don't sit?
No, I think just
Flat.
because they are just like kind of like little sneakers on the end. They're just like
Okay.
not.
Just
I
can't
don't know. They're
stand
not
up.
big boots. You can see the joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, the boots help with the balance and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. The Rescue Cat man, he's definitely one of my top Marvel figures. Okay, moving on. We got two more left here. No, that was
that's
two.
number one.
That's our two. No, it's our number one now. Which I knew you guys were going to pick as number one.
It was my unanimous. Like I knew before going into this list what my number one was.
Yeah.
Me too. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Let's see if anybody can guess in the chat. Can you guys guess what the number one?
There's a good
Exclusive
hefty
is-
delay on the chat, so you'd have to kind of like talk a little bit before you get to it.
It's G.I. Joe.
I mean, just going. Yeah, it's Joe Colton. Just going
It's
through
T'Chaka.
this. T'Chaka, I almost put that in there because that is in the spirit of
This figure.
Perfect figure.
He's gorgeous.
Road Worn
Perfect
Thor.
Thor, yeah.
It's like the
Yeah,
kind of figure like you don't need, and it's not like, but like it's a cool looking figure, and it was part of the story, and it's a great exclusive to have. Kind of wish I had that one too.
It was some smart reusing on Hot Toys' part, but it did
Mhm.
make me a little upset that besides the helmet and the gold paint, it's just the Civil War suit because it was not. He did not wear the Civil War suit in the movie. It's not the same suit at all.
Oh.
But I think it's still they did a great job by adding the pants on top like he had in the movie. But that kind of is what upset me about it. So I'm like, oh, he's wearing the full Civil War suit. But before I got this, I'm like, I can actually do some crazy leg poses with him. Like, oh no, he has the whole suit underneath. It's a full body suit, so you can't
Yeah.
pose him out too long.
Yeah, that's all right. All right.
Any
We'll
guesses?
just skip right to it. Nobody can guess. It is the Scarlet Spider. Now, talk about accessories.
Oh yeah,
Holy shit.
this guy.
This is one I debated for days, and it was available for a while too. A
Yeah,
couple days
shockingly.
at least. Yeah, at least 2 days, maybe 3 days. And I blew it, and I didn't get it, and I regret it
pizza,
simply for the
camera,
accessories.
the cell phone, the
I
donut, the coffee. It's like you
I
get so much stuff with it.
I have no connection to this character. Didn't read it in the comics. Still kind of think it's a goofy idea, but I like the look of it now more and more. And damn it, those accessories are insane, man. He did so much stuff.
Is a dream come true figure for me, and I can't even explain it.
I remember
it's ridiculous.
I remember you were all over it. You were like, "Oh fuck yes, hell yeah!"
Yep.
Like,
I think I wasted all of 5 milliseconds before I ordered it.
TJ, you have this one too?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I think you were the same way, man. You were like all over this shit, right off.
All the
top.
accessories, just wow.
And it's the only video game Spider-Man where they didn't put a freaking like weird muscle suit under it, so you could actually pose him. Like you could actually get him into some crazy poses.
That's the other thing. Yeah, the clothing that they put him in. This I've seen so many. Well, you guys doing it, and other people just being able to bend the legs and not worry about it stretching out. I mean, I've heard that like you bend this leg, you can leave it that way. You put it back, and it just bounces back. I don't know what material they're using here.
It feels like no other material they've ever used before. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like they should be doing all the Spider-Man suits out of this material. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a great figure. I regret it. I regret it. Someday maybe. We'll see.
Matthew Weekly, Age of Ultron Scarlet Witch was a movie promo edition, not a Toy Fair exclusive.
Right. Yeah. No, not in the Toy Fair exclusive list officially. Yeah.
They kind of stopped with the movie promo editions, haven't they? I don't remember the last one they did.
Well, the last one,
Spider-Man.
Which one?
Battle Damage Spider-Man isn't it listed as a movie promo?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
The last movie.
That's really recent. Okay, then never mind. I take that all back. Was it actually limited?
I actually didn't realize that this the Chrome edition of the Death Trooper was a Toy Fair exclusive.
Oh, is it? I didn't know it was a Toy Fair exclusive either.
Yeah, I don't know if that's correct.
I know the Cyborg was same thing with Stan Lee. Like a lot of these, that Captain America is not. That was the D23 exclusive Captain America.
Yeah, everything we have on our list was, but there are some things in here
that list is not just exclusive in general, right? It's not
correct.
Like Toy Fair.
Right. I don't know if this one was or not. Still the weirdest thing, and yet you know what?
You love it.
I kind of regret not getting it.
Yep.
It's so wacky. I know I made a parody of this. I think with like 70s daisies all over it or something like that, and but now I like fuck. You know what? This is pretty cool. I could have this on the shelf. But yeah, I mean it's this year's going to be interesting. Like this year is just not it's not the same, man.
I'm glad that people are very happy for the figure, like the Boba Fett, and then there's going to be some Neo fans, like Matrix fans, that are like super happy for it. It just didn't make me excited when we texted about it once those 3 like came out. That we were like, I think that's the whole.
I just think like Matrix fans, but I mean Matrix fans have the Neo.
Yes,
that you really want to have on your shelf. I mean, Resurrection.
Although,
I mean, there are a lot of people I've heard that like find it almost like it's a little meta. Almost like kind of playing on itself. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't talk about it. But I've heard it's like.
Oh, that movie does like talk about itself through the first half of it, which made that the first half of it is good because it is very meta, and it's like. Talking about its own self.
That's what I've heard.
And then as soon as it switches over to it not being that way anymore, you're like, whatever. But
interesting. Yeah,
the figure looks good.
But I think Boba Fett's going to be the standout, and I actually think that's going to be. I mean, it made our top 10 list at least between TJ and I, and I think it could be. I think it'd be a good one going forward. The fact that it's grounded in a comic book and it's not just a. Hey, let's color Boba Fett. I'm not buying into, here's green Boba Fett or here's, stealth Boba Fett or whatever. I'm just like, but if it has a reason to be, I'll buy into it if it looks cool, and it does look cool. So
it does look cool. I'm excited to see it. in a week.
Yeah. Have fun, man. You got to get some pictures, and yeah, I kind of wish I was going, but there's a lot going on, and I've kind of conned out from Celebration, and I just have this this gun shy feeling from the COVID thing, which I guess I'm immune. I don't know. Everybody's talking.
You're good for 3 months.
I don't know, but he's talking about this B. What is it? B85 or B bingo? I don't know. Whatever. Like you could have it and you could get it again like the next week.
Oh, wonderful!
It's not as crazy as I don't know if that's what I had or if I had Delta or whatever. But anyway, stay safe. Wear a mask.
Yeah, I plan
sure. But have fun. All right, guys, that is a long fucking show. But we appreciate everybody staying with us and coming by, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Next week is SDCC?
No, it would be falling over our next episode, which we can talk about, but I might be able to do it from like our Airbnb.
That'd be cool.
And we'd have a bunch of surprise guests because I'm staying with 3 other toy photographers. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you get some pics, and we'll actually have SDCC reveals to talk about. So that'd be fun. Yeah, we should do that if you can do it.
I think we should.
All right, cool. All right, see you guys. Make sure you hit the like on the way out. I know you're all subscribed. I think you're all subscribed. So appreciate it. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Peace.
Yes.
May the phone be with you. Always.
May the phone be with you. Always. And nope.